I'm so honored to be here tonight to have this opportunity to speak about my work for St. Jude. It is truly one of my favorite things to do. Thanks to everyone in the NorCal office for recognizing me in this way. There are so many people behind the scenes who work hard to make Juggling for Jude what it is today. I share this honor with all of them. 6 years ago, when I was 8, I worried about things that many 8-year-olds worried about. Who would be my 4th grade teacher? Which soccer team would I make and how many juggles could I get in a row? Which dance classes would I be placed in? And which Disney princess was my favorite? About 10 miles north of me in Nevada, another 8-year-old girl was worried about different things. What was her white blood count? Would her hair ever grow back and her brain ever be normal again? Would she be able to go back to school with her friends? Was she going to live? About 40 years ago, there was a third 8-year-old girl in New York who saw Marla Thomas on TV in a commercial for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. The girl cried and begged her parents to donate, which they did. That girl was my mom. When I was 8, she shared that St. Jude story with me. Together, we came up with Juggling for Jude, and the rest is history. I've had many great experiences through Juggling for Jude, but by far the most rewarding part has been getting to know the other 8-year-old girl I mentioned earlier. That girl is Gala, who is a brain cancer survivor thanks to the life-saving work at St. Jude. Gala and I have become friends, and through her, I've gotten an inside look into what St. Jude is truly about. My friendships with Gala and other St. Jude patients have also given me a small glimpse into what having cancer as a child or teen is like. There is nothing okay about kids being that sick, about kids losing their hair and appetites because of chemo. There is nothing okay about the constant pricking of needles for blood draws or cutting of knives in surgery. There is nothing okay about hearing loss or attention problems caused by radiation or the constant fear of reoccurrence. There is nothing okay about childhoods being stolen by cancer. Nothing. And yet, St. Jude offers hope. The people at St. Jude somehow do manage to make it okay. They do it by caring more than anyone else in the world. They do it by gathering the best researchers in the world. They do it with a never-ending enthusiasm and energy and a commitment to changing the face of pediatric cancer forever at no charge to the families. St. Jude is a place where the cafeteria chefs track down recipes of favorite homemade meals for the patients' families and make them for the patients. It's a place where the murals on the walls show kids with amputated limbs and bald heads to allow them to feel normal. It's a place where kids are transported through the hallways in little red wagons, teens attend hospital proms, and celebrities come to offer good cheer and support. It's a place where the doctors eat in the same cafeteria as the patients and their families. It's a place where, in the midst of the darkest days, there's so much light. And the thing is, St. Jude isn't just in Memphis. As you heard from Sue Harkle, St. Jude has a worldwide reach. Sometimes people ask me or my parents why they should support a children's hospital that's all the way in Memphis, when we have our own children's hospitals right here in our own backyard. We do, and fortunately, there are amazing places where some of the best medical care in the world is offered. But for some kids with some cancers, St. Jude is the only place that can help, and it is for sure the only place where the help is free, so families can only focus on getting their kids well. Sometimes the help must happen in Memphis, but often the help is received right here in Bay Area hospitals, thanks to collaborations between St. Jude and hospitals like UCSF and Stanford. To be honest, when I was 8 and my mom suggested that I could soccer juggle my way into helping sick kids at a place called St. Jude, I wasn't exactly sure how that could work. But sometimes, especially as a kid, you have to put aside your doubts and trust the adults in charge. Throughout my first summer, my parents told me over and over again that people would respond if I worked hard and was sincere about my commitment, that if I cared, they would care. And you know what? My parents were right. There are a lot of very generous and caring people in the world, and sometimes they're looking for reasons and ways to help. It has been a true honor and privilege to provide that spark for so many people, and to be sort of a lighthouse leading donors to St. Jude. But my journey hasn't always been easy. Over the past 5 years of Juggling for Jude, I've had some tough times, even before I broke my foot last month. I've juggled with a broken toe, a broken nose, and a broken thumb. I've juggled in 110-degree weather and 30-degree weather. I miss soccer games and dance rehearsals and friends' birthday parties. I've missed soccer games and other things, and I've had to squeeze in homework between appearances and been stressed when donations have slowed. There have been times where I wanted to quit, but I've always kept going, because nothing I've faced compares to the fight of the kids at St. Jude. Years ago, my mom shared with me an article from St. Jude's website which summarizes a commencement speech given by Dr. Huey, the chair of the Department of Oncology at St. Jude. His research has dramatically changed the face of pediatric leukemia. Dr. Huey talked about the importance of dreaming big, following your passions, and pushing through your failures. Your dreams, he said, may just take some time, but they might come true. Do not give up easily, and you will be rewarded. This perspective has become my own in my work for St. Jude. I have learned to embrace dreaming big. I am not afraid to set fundraising goals and announce them to the world on social media or in interviews with the BBC. I am not afraid to say that I want to hit the $300,000 mark by the end of 2018 or the $1 million mark before I consider lacing up my juggling shoes for the last time. If Dr. Huey had given up on his dreams, the survival rate for pediatric leukemia in the U.S. wouldn't have gone from 4% to 94% since the hospital opened. My big dreams and perseverance have led me to some pretty big opportunities. I've juggled with celebrity soccer players and at charity golf tournaments. I've spoken at elementary schools across Marin County. I've juggled at July 4th parades. I've worked with 2 big companies as a focal point of their St. Jude fundraising efforts. I've been honored by U.S. Soccer and hung out with the U.S. Women's National Team. I've juggled with the U.S. Women's Hockey Team and held their Olympic gold medal. And I've interviewed Buster Posey about his own work in the fight against pediatric cancer. I've been featured in plenty of TV, internet, and print news stories, including TV news here and in Memphis, Sports Illustrated Kids, 60 Second Docs, BBC News, and many others. Still, the most meaningful experiences I've had have been the personal interactions I've shared with people along the way. I'd like to quickly highlight 3 of those here. On July 4, 2016, I was 11 and I juggled for the 2nd year in a row in my town's July 4th parade. After the parade, I was approached by a man in a wheelchair who was a bit awkward and probably has some developmental disabilities. He wanted to congratulate me on my work. I reached out to shake his hand, told him I appreciated his support, and wished him a happy 4th. The mom of one of my friends, who is actually here with me tonight, watched the whole interaction in disbelief and said afterwards, "Hollis, you're like the mayor." Just this past summer, I received in the mail a painting done by a St. Jude patient. It is a painting of a night sky that says, "Don't tell me the sky's the limit when there are footprints on the moon." It was given to me by Sharon McCollum, who has run many major corporations who make it their charitable mission to support St. Jude. She and I met at the ALSEC's 60th anniversary gala in 2017, and she has been supporting Juggling for Jude ever since. She told me that I inspired her. Go figure. The 3rd interaction was at the ALSEC's 60th anniversary gala. After my speech, I shared this stage with a number of St. Jude warriors, kids and teens in the fight for their lives at St. Jude. We had our photo taken, we danced, we talked about their experiences. It was a night I will never forget. So how about this? I'll keep dreaming big, just like Dr. Huey. And you can keep giving and telling your friends they should give too. Together, we can rid the world of childhood cancer. One juggle and one donation at a time. I'm in. Are you? In the family, anyone who will listen all about Juggling for Jude. You can find out more information or donate anytime at jugglingforjude.com. Thank you guys.